Welcome back to the Scrum. October 21st. What's good with it?
Nothing much, man. Just fucking work. They mandated overtime for like through to the end of the year, so
What?
that's gonna suck.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, they were like, listen, we got to get the utilization up, so all your overtime.
So all you salary people.
Yeah, and show up. Keep on showing up. And that's how it's gonna be.
Corporate America, dude.
Corporate America, man. It'd be like that though.
It could be like that.
I wasn't home for 5 straight months, so
Yeah.
I think I can spend a little extra time in the office.
You'd be alright.
Dude, you know what I'll be doing though? Focusing on work. Unlike some other motherfuckers.
Oh, you mean you're not just gonna start dragging off?
I'm not just gonna start jerking off in the office.
You mean work doesn't get you going?
Dude,
Doesn't get your gears going?
Not while I'm there, dude. That's but yeah, the fucking New York, what was it? The New Yorker, I think, or I don't know who he was. Jeffrey Toobin, though, in a meeting.
Jeffrey Lubin, as they say.
Jeffrey Lubin, as he's referred to in the streets now. And we're having a meeting with, it was some people from a New York radio show, the New Yorker, I believe. They're having like a Zoom meeting simulating how they're going to cover the election, I believe. But
The debate.
The debate, yeah, I'm sorry. And they break off into the two Republican and Democrat sides, do breakout
Yeah,
rooms.
they did.
Come back into the room, and apparently Jeffrey Lubin, was masturbating. Rubbing one out, pointed the camera down at his genitals, and then left the call, and then came back. They said he came back moments later, like nothing had happened. And they're saying he's been suspended, and they're investigating the matter, which he jerked off on camera in front of half your staff. I don't understand.
I really hope the investigation doesn't involve people having to watch this back.
Yeah, having to identify. Like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, all right. There's way too many directions one could take this.
Absolutely.
It's funny. Like, it's a little funny.
I mean, like, it's definitely funny. It's absolutely, because it's just
It's not okay.
Because it goes into that whole, just everyone's joking around about, like, you always see the video, like, memes and shit, the crazy shit people get caught doing on Zoom. Like, there was one girl, she was, like, in class, and her boyfriend, like, walked in and smacked her on the ass, like, in the middle of class, and that's just embarrassing. That shit's funny.
There was one where someone took the laptop, thought their camera was off.
Yeah, took it in the bathroom.
Like, sat down with it on their lap and everything.
Yeah, and it's like that, and it's hilarious, and, like, there's this where it's just like, bruh. What the fuck, dude? Like, what the fuck, man? Like that's I don't. Oh man.
You're not. At no point is there anything going on where I'm like in some work shit. Like I'm focused on work.
And they're doing CAD and shit.
At work. Yeah. I'm at my fucking job.
Looking through deeds.
Was he home?
I'm assuming.
I'm not justifying any of it. I'm just trying to understand the mindset.
Like, I'm gonna assume.
I'm assuming he's home.
He was at home, yeah.
Right.
Now,
was he like on another video call?
That I was reading the article and they said.
Did he pull up an incognito tab?
That's kind of they said it appeared he was on another video call, so maybe he was like off looking at a second monitor and just didn't realize.
Again, asking these questions is not justifying the act.
No.
I just want to know.
Yeah, for real.
Like, it's super important to clarify.
You want to know what I want to know? He comes back in, right? What's his excuse?
Do you think in his mind he had them fooled? Like, okay.
He had to have, right? Because you don't come back in that meeting if you know that you got caught jerking off on camera.
Look at it this way: if you're confident enough to fucking spank one out while you're on a fucking presidential debate simulation fucking Zoom call, you got the balls to come back in.
Do you?
And try to save face.
Okay.
I'm not bro, but I'm fucking.
Yeah. So if he does that, what's his save? What do you say? Put yourself in his shoes. When you're like, oh, I had
the same thing when you trip and fall over a hole in the ground.
Just start doing push-ups.
No, like you didn't see that.
Oh.
What else does he have? Like I'm asking you. Like what?
You could just be like, just try to like deny that anything ever happened.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Like I wasn't here. Like
I just got here.
I just joined the call.
I just got here.
Yeah, I don't know.
And they're like, Steve, we saw you. We saw you.
Yeah. Man, I mean, it's Guy's a fucking idiot, though.
Fucking moron. Really.
Definitely kind of a creep, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's definitely creepy. It's definitely creepy. There's so many other opportunities to jack off in the day.
Almost every other opportunity.
As many times as you want.
Yeah.
You know, especially
whenever you're not on just don't be on a video call. Don't be on a call. You know what I mean? Just the rest of the time when you're sitting in silence.
Do you think he looked at a watch after like man, if only I had made it 20 more minutes.
I had ample opportunity after the fact. He's dumb. He's a fucking idiot.
So yeah, crazy.
And I saw a headline that it seems that he's not going to be fired. But the investigation,
a little surprising.
That is very surprising. But the investigation is still ongoing. So who knows?
I hope it. Well, if they're, I hope they figure it all out. That's just ridiculous. 2020 can't get any weirder. We're fucked up. I'm not saying this is the bottom of the barrel. I'm just saying it's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal, fucking for other people's fucking comfortability and safety and all that shit. But I'm saying in terms of shit that's happened this year, it ain't that fucking big of a deal.
Yeah,
it can get worse.
Yeah. No, I mean,
still a fucking weird milestone on the year.
Yeah.
Because what was it? It was 2019, wasn't it? When the guy was at the resort.
Louis. Oh, who?
No. That's a similar situation. No, the guy who was gonna suck dick for water.
Oh, Firefest.
That was pretty wild.
Firefest.
Oh,
he was gonna
Firefest
go.
guy.
Yeah, he was gonna go fillet the border.
He said that on the Hulu documentary.
Yeah. He was I gotta do what I gotta do for these kids out here, which was. It's I mean, it's a little different. One's to save lives.
I don't think you want to put all that in the same sentencing.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh.
Wild shit though, man. But on to some brighter news for the person. Doc Emmerich retires.
Great for him.
Yeah, I mean, long, illustrious career.
What a fucking legend.
For real.
The best to ever do it in my lifetime.
Definitely. And just the voice that everyone associates with all the Cubs. Now with the video games and everything,
I really hope Forsland is his replacement.
Me too.
And God forbid, I can't remember the guy. Kenny Albert.
So they've linked to him, right?
I mean, he's also been doing it for so long. He would be a great replacement. I just would prefer Forsland.
I would too.
Kenny does really good with football. Let him have football.
For real. And I've seen Forsland linked to the Lightning as well, being their play-by-play guy. But now that this...
I think this was always a thing, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's definitely going to be the NBC guy, but I think a huge part of him not sticking around here, regardless of the money stuff, and wanting to explore opportunities was, I'm sure, in the professional circles, it was going to be obvious that Doc might have been stepping away. So he's probably just keeping himself available. I'm sure his agent's talking to the folks at NBC to see what possibilities lie.
Especially when you're Forsland, and even before Doc retires, you're one of maybe 5 people that are really in line for that job.
And even with all that said, Tampa's going to be able to pay him well. They just won a Stanley Cup, even though they got some cap crunch stuff. They have plenty of money coming in right now. They were rumored to be the team to hire him before the Cup win. Yeah. So they could always pay him what he wants. That was never the issue. But that's definitely, in my opinion, that's got to be Plan B to being the fucking #1 NBC guy for fucking the hockey shit, right?
So going to Tampa.
Yeah.
Besides humidity, and most of the people. But
shouts out. It low-key sucks. I'm absolutely gonna miss hearing his voice on calls. But I cannot be happier.
Hopefully he gets to retire and literally just do whatever the fuck he wants.
I'll tell you what, he picked a great time.
Retire?
Yeah, with everything being as fucked up as it is.
Oh yeah.
Get the fuck out, right?
Oh yeah.
So shouts out him.
Don't deal with any of the bullshit.
Yeah. Yo. Now you got hockey after this, right?
I got hockey after this.
All right. Well, we do that a little bit sometimes. You more than me lately. Late yesterday, right? Yesterday at 1 or something, it went live. The COD Zombies Warzone.
The Halloween event.
The Halloween event for the next 13 days, and it's literally the best thing that's happened to the game since it came out.
Absolutely.
In terms of just
the last thing that even came close was the Cold War
when
announcement.
The Bruin was the meta.
Oh yeah, the Cold War announcement.
When the Grow's
in-game event was the only other great thing that they've done, and that
these little events have been good.
Yeah, and but even that was after it was done, you were like, oh, so nothing's different then?
Yeah,
like, no, not right now.
Well, they opened up Stadium not long after.
That's true.
Whatever. We like Stadium.
I guess that literally was the event that opened up Stadium, wasn't it? Because
I think that was kind of like the... I mean, there was a cutscene where the Shadow Company and Rose was on top of like the detonators and stuff, so I don't think it was as... You know what I'm saying? But I think it's kind of like... It's supposed to be like a... It's a metaphor.
But anyway, Halloween event. They got the zombies mode.
So we're gonna break it down because Squirrel doesn't know.
He has no idea.
Maybe you haven't played. Maybe you gave up on Warzone. I'm telling you, get back to it to play this event because it's sick. There's they make it where throughout the next 13 days you'll be able to go around all the different locations on top of everything that they're adding. You can go to all the different locations and where you loot, you'll find. I don't know if it's like a special thing per se, but you'll get like a notification that you got like this trick or treat. So you got
it's a special thing each time.
Trick or treating around the whole map. So there's that, and you unlock like a gun or something if you do them all. So they got that going on.
And then once you get all 16, there is another blueprint that you unlock at the very end of it.
So all these in-game little Easter egg shits, and then so the different events they got fucking just like a trio playlist at night. So it's just Warzone trios, but at night. So that's fire. And then they added this zombie royale, where it's the trios drop in. The game's at night, so it's the same map, but at nighttime. Everyone's got thermals and fucking cold-blooded now, so it's like the meta's changed. And you play the game like you normally would. The circle's a little smaller, loadout drops later. If you die, instead of going to the gulag or spectating, you become a zombie. And you drop out of the sky like you would with a parachute, but you just hit the ground.
No parachute.
You get back up. Fucking, you're a little faster, you run around, you get hand, fucking, left trigger, right trigger, combat. You have special abilities where if you hold fucking, like jump or some shit, you can leap buildings. So you can jump on top of rooftops, like fucking, yeah. It's sick. And then you have an EMP that you can set off as a zombie.
Now that's fun.
So you're fucked because you'll be like hiding from the zombies with your squad, and then the EMP goes off, so your HUD goes away. So you don't know how many plates you got. You don't have a radar anymore. You can't see shit for like the next. It lasts a little bit.
Yeah.
It lasts like as long as any stun or anything. So you're like, what's going? You just gotta start looking around, checking your bearings and shit. And zombies, and it means a zombie somewhere in the proximity. Yeah. And they also got a gas grenade, which will just totally like.
And you're immune to the gas that's closing in.
Yeah,
so
you can just run around in the shit.
But so what I thought, it kind of does a really good job, I feel like, it kind of simulating the zombie mode. Because you keep, if I die as a zombie, get 2 syringes that dead players drop, you come back. And you can just keep doing that process until you die as a zombie, and then you can be brought back anyway. But,
like normal game.
So they'll be like, teams have like 1 guy alive, but then 3 people running around as zombies, and as that circle closes in, zombies are running everywhere. They're making the zombie noises, dude. They have a trail, like a smoke trail that's blue. So it's nighttime. They're jumping around through the sky.
So you're like running through, and you just have like fucking all these random blue.
It looks like blue asteroids flying around. It's terrifying. All the bullets have like colored tracers and shit now. So it's like a fucking light show.
It's a different game.
It's all dark. It's so noisy. So many zombies. It's crazy.
They should just keep it like that. Like that should just.
It should be a game mode. Like,
it should just keep it a zombie royale game.
That sounds incredible.
I would imagine with Cold War and the zombies game mode in Cold War in Black Ops, Black Ops, there might be a fucking zombie playlist.
I would hope so, because also
Battle Royale.
I think this was them really taking a chance with like the big thing with Warzone. I feel like when it came out was like it's a battle royale, but it's a more realistic war simulate, like, you know what I mean? Like,
it's definitely a swing at that.
Yeah, and it's so like Fortnite and Apex Legends, all these crazy powers and stuff. But this was them really taking that chance of kind of getting a little.
I see what you're saying.
Little cartoony, you know what I mean? Like people have been saying it about like the blueprints on guns,
little sci-fi,
vehicle skins, like do some cooler shit, like. And this was them seeing like, will our community actually accept it? Or are they gonna hate it? And I mean. People love it.
It's
like all the streamers have been all over that shit.
They changed the map. They have all these random, like they have jack-o'-lanterns everywhere. They have like random horror movie Easter eggs. Like I'm pretty sure it's from Nightmare on Elm Street. Some of the houses you'll go in and there'll be a pool of blood on the floor going up to a pool of blood on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm. There's jump scares out of supply boxes.
Jump scares, yeah. So
like you'll just be running around looting shit, and then it just throws up like an image, like a scream happens on your headphones.
You got your fucking headphones.
And you're just like, fuck!
There's wild.
You're running around from zombies anyway. You're just like, fuck man, I need some ammo. Pop a chest, get scared. You're like, God damn it.
It's been gold. Like all the big streamers who play, like they're enjoying the game again. So like you enjoy watching the streams. It's all very. It's
awesome.
all very good.
And then multiplayer, they did some shit. Like when you go on kill streaks, you get like your head turns to a jack-o'-lantern, and then it goes on fire the further up. Like
they added operator skins for Saw.
Yeah.
In Texas Chainsaw, Leatherface.
Yeah.
The song, it's really comical because you'll like, dude, we were playing and we were in this top stadium circling around looking for some shit, and then just Jigsaw guy just turns a corner.
He's like, fuck!
You're just like, that's Jigsaw. Yeah. He's got a gun.
Like with the suit and everything?
The whole mask. The whole nine.
I was really hoping
he's just not on a tricycle. He's just, that's like the only thing he wasn't doing.
Imagine him coming on the corner.
There should be a skin for the quad. Where
it's a tricycle?
Where you just get on and you're him on the tricycle.
Dude, that would be... And see, that's the kind of cartoony shit I'd be so down for. You know what I mean?
Go.
Like, I'm definitely going to... I think I'm probably going to buy the fucking... one of those operator bundles that come... Probably the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one.
There you go.
But...
Yeah, and there's this gun that's like a Finn. It's an LMG. But it's got a chainsaw handle, so they went ahead and gave it like a blueprint that makes it look like a bloody chainsaw.
It's sick.
It's all they did really well.
Yeah,
and we mentioned the streamers.
One that has lightning tracers. Have you seen those yet?
No.
It's like you basically shoot bolts of lightning, and then you know how when you would kill a zombie in zombies, how they would like.
Yeah.
That's how the person. That's the dismemberment effect. They had that gun that turned people into the 16-bit blocks too.
I saw that.
You would just shoot them, and then when you die, you would just like crumble into
Minecraft blocks. Fall apart.
It was all this cool shit.
Speaking of streamers, we mentioned streamers. Twitch had some crazy shit going on yesterday and the day before, I think, with big copyright strikes on a bunch of different, like even like much smaller.
It seems like they just sent out a mass email.
Their lawyers were going to
everyone that has a Twitch. We need to check the podcast Twitch account.
Yeah.
Twitch email account. Yeah. So they're not going to strike our Chell tournaments.
And what it was, I think specifically they went back and looked at a bunch of all like saved VODs, all the saved streams, and looked for copyright infringing songs, songs that would infringe on copyrights, and hit them all with strikes. So they can't receive any money or views, or I guess I'm not sure exactly what happens if the video is taken down or what.
I think what happened is they were already in live streams. I guess it just doesn't matter, which always kind of it's interesting to me because I'm kind of new to watching Twitch. And watching some of the streamers, they would just be playing music during their streams. And I come from like watching YouTube where like that shit has been locked down. So I was like, I don't get how they're getting away with this. And then I guess what had happened was Twitch was going back and they were muting stuff, and like, you know how that saves their streams. You can go back and watch old streams. They were muting stuff in there. And then what the email seemed to say was like, we're not going to go through and look. We're not going to tell you if your stuff is copyright infringing on copyrights, but on whatever day we can, like, your account could possibly be shut down because of this, and they're going to start shutting it down live as well.
Right.
So, and streamers were upset about it. I don't
see. Here's my thing. This is the people who are upset, and I feel you. You're just trying to do your thing. But it's the same shit. Like the people who got mad when that fucking lo-fi fucking
hip hop radio
study fucking YouTube live stream channel got taken down. Like it's stealing music. Like
it's not your property.
You're stealing music. I feel like these are the same people who are just given Spotify passwords. You see what I'm saying? They never bought shit on iTunes or never like had to worry about torrent fucking shit because they didn't want to pay for shit.
Yeah.
And again, like it is what it is, but it's their hustle too.
Yeah. Like, and the precedent's already been set. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like I'm saying, like. They know they can't put any of that music on YouTube, but it's like, why would you think that Twitch isn't going to just... The companies aren't going to go to Twitch and be like, here's the algorithm, we're going to, like, you're putting this in your shit, or we're going to sue you.
And if you disagree, I would love to engage about something like this, because it's about a creative thing, right? It's someone using someone's creative thing to help complement their creative thing, which is, at the end of the day, is not a harmful act. Right? It's all about proper credit and people who have worked hard on that other creative thing that you're using to get their just results.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And when people are like, it's all exposure, like, first of all...
Fuck yourself.
Most of these artists, you're like, Mac Miller doesn't need any exposure. Yeah. Drake doesn't need any exposure.
Stop trying to suck your own dick.
Yeah, it's like, no, this is the same shit that people have, like, it's already just been argued about.
That's why, huge shout out to music creators, and there's a bunch of them, you just have to find them, who actively put music out and say, you can use my music copyright free.
Yeah.
Now, it's up to you to fuck with it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
If you don't, think that, let's look at it like this too. Don't think that half of the people, it's like being an Uber driver. That motherfucker don't listen to fucking whatever he's playing.
Yeah.
He don't listen to fucking the #1 hit station. He plays it because he knows what fucking everyone in the stream wants to fucking listen to. They don't listen to Future and Drake and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They fucking listen to whatever they like because people have very unique music tastes.
Yeah.
A lot of people just listen to the same shit on repeat. Point is, fucking, there's people who will make music for you can use for free, and get off your lazy ass. Make your own damn music. Yeah. It's not hard. And also, nowadays. Shouts out Dr. Disrespect.
Facts.
Makes his own music.
Most of this shit, most of this shit is not coming from the artist. This isn't Drake going to his label. Like, I saw this streamer the other day. This is the label has a whole department, a whole licensing
department. They've been hired to take care of this.
That they're going to go out and make sure that they get every penny they can, because there are I don't know what you would call them, but like license holding companies that is basically like, we have a library of music, you pay us X dollars a month, you can use this shit willy-nilly. And it's like that, you're just going to have to go out and find that.
It's literally a thing where if you don't like that, then don't subscribe. And then if you're a creator and you don't want your music to be treated like that, then don't give it to them, don't sign deals, do your own thing.
Also, if you're a streamer that's mad about this, don't pull down your videos if someone else on YouTube starts recording your stream and puts their own shit out and sells ads over it. It's like it's the same exact thing. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's the same exact thing.
Exactly. So but anyway,
it's gonna be crazy to see what happens.
Oh, it's not even that long.
23, not too bad.
Jake,
get those pods on it. What's up, man?
Where can they get with us?
Dude, you want to argue about music licensing rights? Hit us up at Talkin' Sauce Pod. No underscore. Respect the underscore. If you're watching this, listen to the pod. All the streaming platforms.
We need better lighting.
We do need better lighting. We bought a new camera, didn't get new lighting. You can also
one thing at a time.
Play our stuff over your streams. We need the exposure. You can hit me up at jcobb, JAY_COBBB.
Play our pods in the background of the streams, dude. What the fuck? Give me a team, CAB.
Dylan, what do you get you on?